We have just finished our first weekend of October. It is now the 7th. Well, today, as of Sunday, it's the 7th. And some of you might not watch this till tomorrow when it is the 8th and it's Monday. And this is where a lot of people are suspecting that a direct will be during this second week of October, like this next week coming up. A lot of evidence has suggested that the Smash website and Smash YouTube, at least the Japanese YouTube, is preparing for more information and more characters, and that's big. That's a big deal. And I'm trying to combine this with the fact that Sakurai said in a Famitsu interview recently that he's not going to. There's not going to be a bunch of character reveals. Where they're going to slow down at this point, and I I'm not sure what exactly that means, but I do think that something is coming up soon. It seems like the beginning of every month, or at least partway into every month, there is some sort of news related to Smash, whether it be E3, and then we waited and waited, and then during Evo, which was towards the end of the next month, it was like the end of July, that's when they said, oh, in the beginning of August, we're going to have a Smash Direct. And then once we had that, it went on to, it was like during the beginning of the beginning of September, that they announced a direct for all Nintendo, and then it got delayed, and then we got to finally got the direct back. And the funny thing is about Nintendo and directs is that they seriously wait till like the day before or 2 days before when they finally reveal that there's a fucking direct. They will make you wait. Like, they will not announce this ahead of time. They basically don't care if people are like actually or fully aware. They just hope the news spreads right away, which when it comes to Smash fans, yeah, we're going to spread the news. So now with Sakurai saying that he's only going to reveal so many characters, I'm definitely thinking that this doesn't mean we're going to get one character this month and one character next month. If you look at Isabelle and how she was announced, it seemed as if Isabelle was treated like it was more a part of the Animal Crossing announcement for Switch and less about being a big deal for Smash. It seemed like, and that's kind of how I figured that direct would be. I kind of said before that direct that they will probably reveal a Smash character, but it's probably not going to be Geno, and it's probably not going to be one of the big ones that people are requesting. Like, it's probably not gonna be Skull Kid or Geno, and instead, like, we're gonna get like one of the other characters, like Bandana Waddle Dee or a Pokemon. And I wasn't suspecting Isabelle, but only because I was suspecting her to be an Echo Fighter. Now we might get, the announcement of Echo Fighters soon, but I kind of felt like if they're going to announce an Echo Fighter, they probably wouldn't get their own character trailer. They'd probably just be like announced for the game. So if there's going to be any more Echoes, it'll probably be in another Smash-based Direct. And the reason why I think that there will be another Smash-based Direct is because we have so many questions still. There's so many questions. A lot of information has been revealed by now, thanks to E3, thanks to the Smash-based Direct. A lot of information is revealed, but of course we don't know what that green mode was. And there was another mode that was pixelated out, but we're kind of unsure of. That might just be that mode again, because it might be that important to where it needs to be on like the secondary, like little quick menu thing. So, none of us are really quite sure what we're getting into yet. We still got to see. We still got to see what that green mode is, and a lot of us are suspecting this story mode of some sort, or a mode that's similar to Subspace or Melee's adventure mode. Basically, yeah, like a story mode, single player adventure mode type deal. And some people are thinking there will be like some sort of like leveling up system or equipment system that will make it a little bit more worth our while. So it's not just like how Subspace Emissary was, which it was a flawed system, but I think people just liked it anyway because of the story cutscenes. And to me, yeah, it was way more exciting because it had story cutscenes and it put you in fun scenarios with cool character team ups. So yeah, I really like Subspace Emissary despite its shortcomings, and I do feel like they could make a better version of that with with maybe a bigger, different emphasis, different level design philosophy, stuff like that. Um, Melee's Adventure Mode had, I think, a much better level design philosophy than the Subspace Emissary. But the fact that Smash 4 didn't have anything there is kind of a problem, and I think that we definitely need to bring that back. This is Smash Ultimate. If you don't have some sort of single-player adventure style mode like Melee and Brawl had, then how is this really the Ultimate Smash when it's lacking in features that were in past ones? Unless you're trying to say it's Ultimate because it is lacking in those features. But to me, that's just it's not going to be the best version of Smash unless it has the best version of everything. And so far, it really does look like it's possibly the best Smash Bros. It's going to be hard to top with the sequel, but this game is looking great. And so a lot of us are wondering what that green mode is, and I feel like they can't just say that as part of another Nintendo Direct. If they do, then they probably won't. They might announce like a character with it or something, but I don't know. I feel like people would get really mad. I think people get annoyed when Smash Bros takes up all the time in a direct. I think E3 was a testament of that, where they're like, "Oh, the E3 direct was literally just Smash. There was a few things here and there, but it was basically just a Smash announcement." And a lot of people who wanted Animal Crossing, it's like all they wanted to hear was Animal Crossing 2019, and they had to wait for the direct after the Smash Direct, after a Smash Bros. Character reveal, to finally get what they wanted to hear. So I feel like they're going to, keep the next Smash Direct with a bunch of Smash information for a Smash-based Direct. I don't think they're going to reveal a little bit of that story mode information right then and there. And they're going to have to reveal that information before the game comes out. They can't just release the game with that information. And also Sakurai said he would reveal every character before the game comes out. Which I think is a good move because if he doesn't reveal every character, the internet will reveal every character the day the game comes out anyway. Like, literally the day the game comes out. So, there's, not that that's a bad thing. That can still be a good thing because that gets people talking about your game right away. But, it's like revealing characters is a good way to get pre-orders up and get buzz up. It's kind of crazy to think about that the E3 Direct, they didn't reveal Simon Belmont. That's a big deal because he is the new third-party character, and he might be the only new third-party character, but considering there's so many third-party characters at this point, the fact that there's so many all fighting the Nintendo characters is kind of crazy and kind of like completely awesome at the same time. And so I wouldn't be mad if Nintendo didn't get two third parties because Brawl had two third parties. Smash 4, they got two new third parties, and then they got three new third parties in the DLC, so really there's like five new third parties, and then for this one they brought back Snake and all the other third parties, and then they introduced Simon. But I think that a lot of people were suspecting Simon, and Snake being brought back and with Bomberman as assist trophy kind of made Simon seem so obvious. And a lot of that E3 Direct, or a lot of that Smash Direct after EVO, after E3, a lot of that Smash Direct was kind of characters that a lot of people saw coming, but with a few surprises sprinkled in. Like, I saw Simon Belmont coming, and I wasn't really that surprised during that Direct. All I did was I smiled, I nodded my head, and I was like, yeah, but I feel like when I watch everyone's YouTube reactions to that Direct, everyone was doing the same thing. We're like, oh, that's Simon Belmont already. Awesome. Simon right off the bat. And it's like, yeah, we all knew Simon Belmont was going to be in the game. But we didn't know was all the other Castlevania content that was going to be in the game, including Richter Belmont, including Alucard's assist trophy. I thought it would be like Death or something. I didn't think it would be that badass. But they also revealed that Elecman was gone and Zero was in. I'm like, wow. Lots of badass stuff happening in this game, like lots of stuff. And if I would have known Zero was in, I thought Zero would be the assist trophy in Smash 4, but then when he wasn't, I was like, I guess assist trophies aren't always badass. And when Zero was brought in for this one, after Alucard, I was like, yes, okay, because you can't do Alucard and then have Elecman be Mega Man's assist trophy. That's bullshit. But, Sonic got a new assist trophy with Knuckles, so Mega Man got a new assist trophy with Zero. And it's like, yeah, two badass characters. That's awesome. And then Alucard as well. That's a lot of badass characters. Gray Fox as well. Badass. So what I'm thinking is, when it comes to, I'm gonna compare this new direct to the direct I'm currently talking about, the last Smash based direct, which was in August. Um, the characters we had after Simon and Richter which Richter no one saw coming, but he is an Echo, and even though I think Echoes count as characters, I'm not going to put on the mode where they don't take up their own character slot. I want them to take up character slots. To me they're different characters even if they play literally the same. To me it's totally fine. I know other people won't agree with me, and that's why that character select mode option is there, and I think that's way better than I like that we have the choice, because I wouldn't want it to be where they're on the same character like that. I'm glad we have a choice. Um, Either way, what we got with after that was, of course, the reveal of Chrom and Dark Samus. Chrom being first, which really, he said two new Echoes. I was in my mind thinking Shadow, do Shadow, say Shadow, and it's because after Richter was announced, I was like, yes, Shadow's happening. And then when they showed Chrom and Dark Samus, I was like, holy shit. Like, they didn't say Shadow, but they might as well have confirmed Shadow right there. Because how are you going to take out an assist trophy like Dark Samus and then make her a new character? And the thing is, some people are saying, hey, they never said Dark Samus assist trophies in the game, but they didn't announce all the assist trophies yet. And also, Samus has a new color that's not the Dark Samus colors. And the funny thing is that we know that there's more than 8 colors for certain characters. Certain characters like Ridley and Yoshi have costumes that we've seen Ridley's costume, but when you played the E3 demo and the demo that's at some Best Buys and stuff like that, and some of the fighting tournaments, we can see that Ridley has 8 colors, and none of them are the Meta Ridley skin, but we know that Meta Ridley is a skin. We've seen it. And we've also heard reports that Yoshi will have a crafted world style skin as well, but we just haven't seen it yet. And so it makes you wonder, like, what alternate skins will be in the game that we don't even know about yet. Their alternate skins might be DLC, might be other stuff like that, which would be really cool. That'd be way better than Mii Fighter costumes. It would be getting alternate skins. Like, I would love an alternate skin that just makes Mega Man look like Proto Man instead of getting a Mii Fighter costume that makes him look like Proto Man. Like, literally, I don't need Proto Man as an Echo Fighter, but I want Proto Man as an alt skin so fucking bad. Like, please, for the love of God, give that to me. I would, oh my God, that would be fucking awesome. But, besides that, though, it is just like, then we got Dark Samus. Yeah, Chrom and Dark Samus were both like things that people noticed right away that were like kind of iffy on, like, because people were like, well, is Chrom gonna be playable because they didn't show Robin's Final Smash? And I'm just like, that's a good point, but why would Chrom be playable? And then they announced Chrom as an Echo, and I was like, oh. And a lot of people thought he would be an Echo, but we thought he'd be an Echo of Ike. It's like they make these announcements that people are predicting, but people are like half right. Like, we thought Chrom would be an Echo of Ike, but he was an Echo of Roy, which no one saw coming. And then they showed that Isabelle's in the game in the next, during the direct for all of Nintendo. And we were like, yeah, we thought Isabelle would be in the game, but not as a semi-clone or basically a unique fighter. We thought Isabelle would just be an Echo of Villager, and Sakai's been very quick to point out, saying to everyone, like, she is not an Echo. She is not the same weight. She is her own weight. She has her own unique animations. Almost none of her animations are the same. She is her own character. She is not an Echo. And it's like, holy shit, well, awesome then, because that's better, If the Echoes are compromises that I think everyone can be happy about. But when we can get a unique character that's not Echo, then yeah, we're gonna ask for that. Seeing so much like hubbub and people talk about Kin does make me sad, but I will be happy with Kin if he plays like how he should. But the fact that there's so much like confirmation hubbub from people in the leak world talking about Kin, and then all the box theory and the card, the new Japanese download cards, both basically show that there's a blank spot next to Ryu. um, is kind of like, it's kind of crazy. And it makes me think that, yeah, Kin will probably be announced during the next announcement, because it seems like there's clearly a spot next to Ryu that is empty that needs to be filled. So yeah, I think that we might get Kin, but um, the thing is that like, how can you do Kin and not Shadow, man? You gotta do Shadow. So to me, I think that we could possibly see two new characters for the next video. We could see, I mean, two new newcomers and two new echoes is kind of what I'm predicting, as well as a big focus on that new green story mode, type mode, or whatever, with some focus on online features as well. And but the thing is that there's a lot to talk about in a Smash Direct. The last one talked about a lot of information, to be honest. So we will have to see what we get here. And I'm not exactly sure what's left to talk about. They talked about so many modes of Smash, but we'll have to see if they talk about a story mode and on more online modes. And besides that, yeah, I'm not sure. So I would love it if there was like an amiibo online mode or something like that, or more stuff, more features for when you do local wireless play, or online multiplayer with your own custom lobby. Stuff like that would be cool to see. And I'm kind of thinking it'd be more stuff like that. And I do think they're going to show a nice explanation of the story mode, because I don't think it's going to be a conventional story mode. I do think it will be a lot different from what some people might be expecting of a story mode, and I do think it will need time to be explained. And of course, I do think the video will probably start with showing off new content, new character, possibly new stages, stuff like that. So as far as the characters themselves, well, besides Geno, I'm kind of not so sure. You know, a lot of people have been thinking Incineroar from Pokemon. A lot of people are thinking there's going to be something from Minecraft. I kind of more leaning on it will be just a stage, but we'll have to see. But I think the fact that Sakurai said there's going to be less character reveals, I don't think that means that there's only going to be one newcomer showed off during this video. I do think that because that means they would have to show off the final one in November. And I don't think they're going to do that. I think November's just going to have a character announcement. Now, what also is interesting is that they've announced the online service now, thanks to the September Direct, and the online service is out now. And all we know is that we get special rewards for having it, but we don't know like what any of those rewards are. And it would be really cool if they also said like the first DLC character, or the first thing you get from having the online rewards. Like maybe if you have the online rewards, you get a super special alternate costume or something like that. So, and a lot of people have been. Someone said you'd get it if you get Geno if you have the online membership. I kind of don't think so. I feel like Geno would be in the base game. I don't think he'll be DLC. But if he is DLC, that would make a lot of sense to me. But I think what they'll actually do is they'll kind of announce Geno at the very end, just like how they announced King K. Rool. Because Ridley, K. Rool, and Geno are kind of in the same family of characters who have been really, really requested. And Geno really is the next one on the plate. Like after K. Rool, it's Geno. And Ridley, it was Ridley, then K. Rool, then Geno. And now it's like, yeah, it really is Geno's time. It's Geno's time to shine. But I think that some people, when they see Geno announced, some people are going to groan, and other people are going to be saying, who is that? And not everyone's going to know who Geno is. And that's kind of like, I feel like a lot of people, when they saw K. Rool announced, either weren't, the people who were excited, don't get me wrong. But there was that small group of people who were like, okay, but they're just kind of happy to see, like, oh, it's the villain from Donkey Kong. So as long as they do something for Geno showing that he was a part of Mario RPG or something along those lines, then yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So that way people know that he's like at least from a Mario game or something. So that way they understand who he is, even if they don't know anything about him. So that would be pretty awesome. Besides that, though, The first character probably won't be another third party reveal. It'll probably just be the first character reveal will probably be something more along the lines of a Pokemon or just something that some people might know more. Like I think a Pokemon character would really fit there. As much as I want Bandana Waddle Dee, I don't think he'll actually be in the game because I think that Incineroar, the Pokemon, and Geno kind of take priority over that. But he could be DLC, man. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I do think a lot of character speculation videos are about to start turning into DLC character speculation videos because I think that the characters are going to all be officially known. I think Sakurai's going to say this is every character in every stage in Smash during the next direct. That will probably be this upcoming week. It'll probably be like on a Wednesday or Thursday, and we'll probably know every character in every stage after this next direct. And at the very end, they'll probably announce the date for the November beta, and it'll probably be a beta that lasts like a week or something. And then we will play Smash on December 7th. So, guys, we're about there. We're 2 months away, but we're about there. Like, it's gonna creep up before you know it. And once we're at the online beta, it's going to be so fucking dope when we're all actually playing the game. And then the first week of December, we just gotta wait to the 7th of December, man. And that's when we're all playing this game. It's the first fucking week, but it's the last day of the first week. But can we survive? We'll have to see. So I'm saying the direct will probably be, now that I'm looking at the calendar, it'll probably be the 11th. That's the Thursday's the 11th. I'm going to say it's going to be on a Thursday because Wednesday would be too soon, but it'll probably be announced either Tuesday or possibly on Wednesday. Maybe even as soon as tomorrow or Monday, whenever you're watching this, but we'll have to find out. Either way, it's a very exciting time to be a Smash fan, and I cannot wait to see what characters come out. Part of me can call it, and part of me has no idea. The thing that made Isabelle so exciting is because I was screaming my head off because I did not expect to see Isabelle during the direct. When they showed Isabelle, I had 3 characters that could possibly be in my mind, which would be Skull Kid, Incineroar, or Bandana Waddle Dee. But I was like, there's no way they're gonna show Geno, and there's no way they're gonna show a third party character. It's gonna be something smaller. And when they showed Isabelle, that fit the category smaller, but it just blew my mind because I did not expect her to be a non-Echo. She's her own full-blown character, and that was fucking awesome. So, yeah, so I can't wait to see. I just can't wait to see. I have no idea. And, I'm only saying Incineroar because other people are saying Incineroar, To me, I'm just I would love to see any Pokemon, but, I'm just thinking, I don't know. I'm just saying Incineroar because everyone else is, but honestly, I would be fine if they didn't do new Pokemon in this game. I feel like we have enough Pokemon, so I'd rather wait for DLC for the next Pokemon game that comes out next year. And in fact, we'll probably will get a new Pokemon from that new generation. Yeah, we probably will get that. So we just have to wait. Either way, right now we're just chilling and waiting to see what we get. So hopefully it's more than just a cool Pokemon. But I do think, yeah, obviously we'll probably see a Pokemon right off the bat. I'm more excited to see if Shadow is actually in the game. If they announce Kin and not Shadow, I will be sad. But I do feel like they would not remove the Shadow trophy unless they were planning to put him in the game. But a lot of us were. And also, let's get one thing straight about leakers. Vergibin didn't leak every single fucking Echo that came out. Okay, Vergibin did not leak every single fucking character that came out. He leaked a lot of them, but he didn't know when he said Simon. I don't think he said K. Rool. I don't think he ever said K. Rool. So, just because Vergibin didn't say your fucking character doesn't mean all that's left is what Vergibin says. There are still possibilities that have nothing to do with Vergibin and what he says. Okay. And all the other leakers, I think most of them are already proven to be bullshit fakers. I think Vergibin's the only one that has any real credibility to him. So, yeah, I'm thinking we're probably not going to see anything. We're probably not going to see only what Vergeben has to say. It's probably not going to be just Geno, Ken, and Incineroar. You know, there is a strong chance that we're still going to see Shadow, and that no one's really seen Shadow yet. You know, maybe he doesn't know. Maybe people from other third-party companies don't know who the character is, and people who work at Smash don't know everything about the third parties, and it looks like they might not even know everything about Echo Fighters. You know, so yeah, I think Skull Kid is very possible. I think that because the thing is, yes, it does characters that are popular. You should look at them right now. The characters who are high up on the Smash ballot, you should really take a look at, and that's where Geno comes in really big. But it's not like every character has to be popular from the Smash ballot. You know, I don't think Isabelle was popular on the Smash ballot. I don't think that Simon Belmont wasn't even popular at all. I think Sakurai just understood why it culturally makes sense to put him in and why it's a smart decision. So I think that's where Shadow comes in, you know, and I think that's where Skull Kid comes in, where maybe it's not about who's popular. Maybe it's about, hey, for Skull Kid's example, it doesn't matter if he's popular or not. It just matters that it makes sense to put him in the game. So yeah, I do think that characters like Skull Kid still have a huge chance. I do think characters like Shadow still have a good, huge chance. And the fact that Regiment hasn't talked about them will only make me cheer harder when I see them, because it's those are like, Shadow's the character I want more than anything right now. I just want to see him in the game so bad. So I cannot wait. And if Shadow's in the game and Ken's in the game, then I will be elated. But if it's only Ken, then I'll be like, why? So just because Regiment said it, I think that just means that there's a very strong chance that those characters that Regiment has mentioned are in the game. I never really sweat on Geno anyway, because after K-Roll was announced, I thought Geno had a very high chance already. And then when I saw that K-Roll was announced, I was like, oh yeah, Geno's next. But when it comes to like Geno, I'm not sweating him too hard, because Vergeben said there is a Square Enix character coming, and to me it makes more sense for it to be Geno than Sora. And that's coming from someone who's beaten every Kingdom Hearts game and spin-off game and everything. But, I also played Super Mario RPG like 2 or 3 times, and what character do I like more? What character do I think would fit better? What character resonates with me a lot? Well, Sora is one of my favorite characters, and he does resonate with me a lot. I would love to see Sora, and I have a lot of friends who would probably they would explode. Okay, they would just explode with happiness if they saw Sora, because they would want to fight with Sora and Cloud on a team. And for a lot of people, that's a dream come true, that you can't even get into Cydia. So yeah, a lot of people do want Sora, but it's like, I think if Nintendo was smart, they would consider Sora as DLC. But if Sora is announced, that would be like, I don't even know, man. If Sora was announced, I don't even fucking know. And then if they said Geno's coming as DLC after Sora's announced, I would just fucking die. I would explode. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I really don't know what to say. So, either way, I'm super fucking pumped, dude. I'm super pumped. So, we just have to see what we get, guys. And, I just like throwing out these character ideas, because if one of them comes true, it'll be hype. But that's what I'm thinking right now, is those characters. So, we'll have to see. But, yes. I don't want to say we'll have to see any more times this video. This video's got to be done. This video's got to end here. Cannot wait for another direct. Hopefully it's this week. If it's not this week, it might be the next. But I feel like it'll have to be another Smash-based direct coming up soon this month, which is what I said back in August, and a lot of people were saying that in August as well. It wasn't just me. So we shall see.